Seriously, Dozer? Just have to be right in the way? Hey, my phone is not charged. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, Facebook cooperates today. I figured I would just go live and give you the update that I haven't had time to give you. There's one over there on YouTube. Let's see who's going to be. It's Charlene. How did I know? God bless you, Charlene. You're so beautiful, and your whole family. I pray for you so much. And thank you for being number one today. C for Freedom, Maggie, Mags. Wow, God bless you. Thank you for joining me. I just figured I had an opportunity to go live and I wanted to update you guys about the truck saga and just life in a nutshell. And I figured what better day than to do it. Sharon on YouTube, Shirlene on YouTube, C for Freedom on YouTube, Maggie Mags on YouTube. Welcome in. Glory be freedom. I do have electricity. We barely like it rained twice. Oh, and a little bit of thunder and lightning. My friend had said they had lost power yesterday, actually, or overnight. There were some storms. So we've been very blessed. Thank God, because apparently I don't have a refrigerator freezer addendum to my renter's policy, which I thought was pretty standard, but apparently not. So yeah. Um I just figured I'd go live and say hello to you guys and give you an update about the truck. Linda Firestarter, how are you doing? It's a long time. God bless you for joining us. Um, yeah, we were definitely good this time. I think the only reason we lost it last time, in fact, our neighbors have lost power, but we have not. So I guess they're on a slightly different grid than us, but a tree, literally, like the power lines are right there and they don't cut those trees back. So sorry, I was playing with the baby and legend, so I'm a little discombobulated. I had a lovely church service today. It was so powerful, so moving. It was just, it's been, we've actually been really blessed. I don't say lucky anymore, that we have not had any real bad storms recently. This is the first storm we've had in a while. Darlene Chandler on Facebook, how are you doing? Glory Be Freedom was on YouTube or Facebook as well. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in all those people that are watching and not saying anything. That's okay. You're welcome. We just ask that you be respectful and all of that good stuff. Um, so we had a little storm. It rained on and off. It still kind of doesn't look real pretty outside right now, but that's kind of how it's been all day. That's good to hear, Darlene. I'm so glad to hear that. It was a beautiful, I mean, hot day. Don't get me wrong. Kathy, hello. Good evening. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. On YouTube. I don't know if I've seen your name for. I'm a little blind. I need to go get some glasses, you guys. It looks like your name is it Believe or Beliv something? I don't know what you mean. Can I get out from under your feet? I'm not sure what you mean, but you're welcome. It's not 1776 anymore. He gave the channel to me. But I use it because it's a monetized platform and it's an ability for people to be able to send a super chat. We're working on those things. Ultimately, I think what I'm gonna do, you guys, Vicky Kennedy, hello on YouTube. God bless you. Some of the things I thought about is if I'm focusing on a Christian or family aspect, that we would go live on my channel because I actually believe I can get it monetized pretty quickly. I'm about 1,000 into 3,000 views and for a year, and that's a pretty low number in my opinion. I think that's really achievable as long as you go live and keep my channel for that type stuff. And if I were to do protest or bring light to a situation or kind of a sensitive subject in a political manner, then I would use Dennis's channel for that. Um, we've kind of, I haven't actually talked to him about it, but I talked to a couple of people about it, and they thought that that was a fantastic idea. Um, I just want to share that I literally am a walking testimony, you guys. God is so, 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 so good all the time, even through the darkest moments of the storm when you feel like you cannot find a way out. I promise you. Barbara Pugleaks over there on Facebook, welcome in. God bless you. I'm so glad Facebook is working for everybody today. Um, it's such an honor to host you guys and like be able to talk and chat and have people listen. Um, so yeah, so some of the things in the work, I think that would be the split of the channel is I'm going to try to get my other channel monetized. Annette Park, God bless you on YouTube. Welcome in. Um, Yeah, Linda, I'm glad to hear that. Good for you. So, for those that don't know, I'm sure most of you know, but Linda, maybe Dennis and I have decided that being together is not for us, and so we're exploring, that separation, and it's hard when you live in a public eye and you have to share that news with people that follow you and fell in love with you as a couple. But I think that we're both pretty good personalities that people love us both, and I wouldn't want anything different for him. And everybody has their opinions in one way or the other, and that's okay. It takes time to heal and move on. And we're gonna. Oh, is Jody and I? Man, my eyes. Birdie Nellis, hello. There is Miss Leah. Hello, having her pretty lipstick on. Um, yeah, that's fine. As long as you know that I'm live streaming right now. It's not going to be for super long, but just a little bit. Like an hour probably max. I mean, probably not even that. Okay. Um, so yeah, so okay. So I think I've been praying and thinking about a couple of things. One, I want to move the Christian and family stuff to my channel and keep that focus there and grow that channel to being monetized, which I think is very possible. You have to upload 3 videos in 90 days or with every 90 days, and then you have to have 3,000 watch hours within a year. I think Lee Bart, God bless you. I think that's very achievable. I know I'm live on Dennis's because we have to navigate how to switch between them. Ultimately, if everything works the way I would like it, when I go live on a computer, it should go live on both channels, but we'll see. And then keep like the more political kind of conversation stuff. And I am going to be doing a Rumble. My Rumble is live and active. I just haven't gotten anybody the links to go follow it. But I am authorized to be monetized on there because I provided my phone number. Timothy Mutterspaw on Facebook. God bless you. If anybody that's just joining us, welcome in. Just thought I would go live and just share some updates. So that's what I'm thinking. Dennis and I have not talked about that. We've talked about a lot of things. We're communicating well. Tracy, God bless you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, but we talked about a lot of things, and I think there's a lot of good things that are transpiring between us. And um, I think we're in a good spot right now, and we'll just keep praying and let God work. And um, He's the mover of movers. He's the mountain, all of that. And, he is the one that can do whatever his will is. What's your name? Let's see. I need glasses, you guys. We're gonna start a glasses fund. Hippie, go to Walmart and get some eyeglasses, okay? What's your name? Badger Labs. Uh, you know I don't have any animosity towards your comments. I think it is unfortunate that it transpired, but I do believe it's truly God's plan. And I think we both can grow from the situation and be better people from it. I That's where I am, and nobody's going to change my mind about it. I think God is good, and that's where I'm at. Hello, Kel. Welcome in. Welcome in on YouTube. Everybody that hasn't. said hello. God bless you. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful, humid Sunday. I don't know where you are in the country. I'm over here in Maryland, and it is sticky after two rains. Uh, yeah, it gets you nowhere. I had an amazing church service, you guys. And God talked, or the pastor talked about conflict, and I actually called Dennis afterwards, and we had a really good heart to heart. And um, we are on different paths, and it is okay for that to transpire, right? You can't, the intention was to stay together, obviously. And that's not what has happened, and that's okay. I think, like I said, we're on different paths, and I think that um w- we're friends with the understanding that there's some healing that needs to transpire, right? That I mean, I would be lying if I said that anything other. That means I never loved him. I do believe I loved and trusted him with everything that I was and was not. And I am forever being molded into God's work of art. And Ben Way, welcome in over there on Facebook. Thank you for joining us from the Netherlands. Oh, Cal, I don't know if I saw that. Are we friends on Facebook? If not, I will go into my, like, I don't know, they call it like a secret message department, and we'll find out if I can find your messages. So I have nothing but love for D, and I hope and pray. I literally pray for him every single day. We talk every single day. Not much has really changed in that fact. We spend a lot of time on the phone communicating about our future and our child and what we need and how things are going and how Legend is doing. And so I'm just going to keep praying that God keeps that in the works and that we can continue to communicate on an adult level and not let other sources infiltrate our minds and our hearts. We know what has transpired, and you know, we're adults, and unfortunately these things happen. I wish it wasn't that case, but it is, and we have to just handle it. I am truly a believer that God has a plan. uh, I don't want it to make it sound like I feel like I'm 100% okay and ooh, it's all magic and all over, but the reality is it's God's plans, and I've had so much growth from it. Okay? It's amazing. Um, so anyway, let's get on to the nitty-gritty of the truck saga. For those that don't know, we have a lovely 2017 Ram 1500 Lone Star Eco Diesel. If you ever considered buying one, here is your PSA. Do not buy that vehicle. Do I need to say it two more times or 17 more times? Don't even give it a wink. Okay? Just pass it by. It's not worth it. Um, we have had nothing but problems in that truck. We bought it in 2022. I bought it. Let me just correct my statement. I have a lot of we. Mechanic Eric. I'm going to talk about you in a minute. I hope you're ready. so, um, so anyway, do not buy this blessed 2017 Eco Diesel. Any Eco Diesel. If you see Eco Diesel in a truck, just steer away. Go away. Just me, not for you. Okay. We put a new engine in it in 2024, January, because it blew for no reason, nothing we did, just, one of their issues that they don't want to address. And now that I'm looking into all of the things that are wrong with my current issue, makes me wonder that maybe that didn't play a part into my engine failure. Even though they called it lower engine failure. Um, Well, you know what? I don't know that he treated it bad. I think he used it like it's meant to be. I've always said if I own a truck, I'm gonna use it like a truck, and that's why it's four-wheel drive. She is a truck. She is not a Mercedes Benz. Okay. So she has been through heck and back, but none of what has transpired with any of the stuff has anything to do with what's the problem with the truck. Mechanic Eric can attest to that. Okay. Patriot Mama K21, how you doing? Um, that's right, Shirlene, 100% all the way. You are welcome here as long as you're respectful. I appreciate you guys so much. Uh, Yeah, and I want everybody to love D and love me. Like, please don't feel like you have to be one or the other. We are not like it's okay. We're okay. Like if you guys text me and hey, share this with D, I share it with him. It's okay. Please continue to do so. If you want to super chat, I promise you that all the money that comes through YouTube, it goes to my bank account. It's always been that way. Never has it not been that way. My links are at the bottom. Uh, I'm just saying, like, we are okay in that fact. So God bless each and every one of you for joining us. So back to the truck. I took it to a gentleman in West Virginia, God bless his heart, through a Patriot friend that I met through Bunker Hill. And let me just tell you something. If this situation hasn't told you how much family I have, let me just tell you the people that have reached out to me. I have had probably 20 different phone calls from people I have never talked to in my life that have said, I love you. You're doing great. We love you guys and we're praying for you. And they've just given me ideas and just beautiful messages and they've thanked me for all I'm doing and it's not me you guys, it's God. I promise you it's God. Uh so I took the truck to a gentleman and God bless his heart. He is a sweet guy. Him and his wife are wonderful people. Uh we changed the serpentine belt. I wish I could show you the pictures. The serpentine belt was it's about that wide and don't mind my dirty fingers, but it had a sever in it, like a cut about that far in. So it definitely needed to be changed. And it's leaking some type of fluid, not oil, probably I'm leaning towards transmission. I'm hoping it's coolant. Doesn't appear to be coolant, but I don't want to hear transmission. We're just gonna pretend we don't hear that word right now. I'm in denial. Jericho, God bless you. If that's really you, man, I am so honored to have you because so many people have been asking about you, my friend. Um, okay, so this guy has a lift in his garage. We put it up on the lift. We take a look. We're like, oh, it's leaking something. I mean, I saw that. He saw that. Nobody can deny it. He said, I don't know what it is, whatever. He is not a diesel mechanic. Okay. But I said, hey, will you help me navigate this EGR system if I tell you how to get to it? And I'll do it if you just supervise. He's like, sure, I got you. I was like, all right, great. Well, he's like, where's this EGR valve? And I showed him boop, boop, boop. Yes, Eric the mechanic was, I'm going to get to that in a minute, was one of the guys on the convoy. So we navigate what I thought was the EGR valve. What we pulled out was I know this is above everybody's pay grade. I promise you, unless you're a diesel mechanic or you know anything about trucks, and I don't know crap about anything except I had to learn. Uh, it was the EGR diffuser, big tube, black coated in soot, just horrible, right? The manifold intake, horrible. We didn't actually touch the EGR valve because I didn't know. So anyway, I was down on I drive home, truck was driving beautifully. We get all that cleaned out, dip it in diesel, flush her out. Good, right? Start climbing mountains on the way home. Well, hills. And that lovely little warning came on, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm never gonna make it home because she doesn't want to get up this hill. We're doing 10 miles an hour and freaking 70 or 81. I was like, you got to be kidding me, Lord, this is not happening to me right now. And so I was really just bummed. I put a lot of work into it. The guy put a lot of work into it. And we were hoping this was the fix. I come home. Tamra Root calls me. God bless her. And I was annoyed. I won't even lie to you. I was annoyed because I was so frustrated with the day. And I was like, hello? She's like, it's Tamra. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just like frustrated and everything's wrong and blah 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 blah. Just throw up on her, right? Well, she's like, have you thought about calling some, mechanics from the convoy? And I was like, no. Why would I do that? Didn't think about it. Sure, let's give it a whirl. You know what? I'm gonna text them while I'm on the phone with you. So boop, send a text, send a text. They both answer, checking if it was their number. I sent them the whole blurb about the issue. Mechanic Eric said, hey, I'm driving right now. Let me give you a call back. I said, okay, great. Blue Dog, welcome in. God bless you for joining us. I'm so thankful for you guys joining us. I appreciate the tuning in. We're just doing a little fun Sunday update. I don't know if it's fun, but we're making it fun. So, Ridgeline, if I didn't say hello, God bless you too. So sorry for anyone that Sharon Kearns, hello. Uh, Let me just tell you guys something. I have scoured the internet. My biological father, he comes on here every once in a while, has scoured the internet. We have tried every avenue. C for Freedom has been in my back pocket, checking every avenue to fix this issue, right? Because I don't have $160 an hour to Lana Lewis, God bless you, to put into the truck to diagnose an issue. I thought it was simple, right? It's not. Well, Mechanic Eric called me and he said, "W- wait, what are you talking like service?" I said, "Look, I'm going to warn you right now. I don't know parts. I don't know names of things. I don't know nuts from bolt. Well, I know nuts from bolts, but I don't know like this tip and this part and that part. I'm just going to say the curvy squiggly thing that looks about this long and it's metal. I don't know." And the EGR valve? No, that was the EGR diffuser. And in fact, the sensor that I had changed, remember that live stream that I did? That sensor is the map sensor, the manifold something pressure sensor. And when you change that, if you don't know this about anything that you unplug or disconnect from your truck, if you do an electrical connection, if you do anything with an O-ring, okay, the O-ring is that little thing that hugs your piece that makes it stick in there and stay in there. You got to lube it up a little bit and put it in there, and you can't keep taking it in and out, or it's not gonna work right. So, now I'm not in any way implying that Mechanic Eric has all of the answers, but I've gotten more connections and like, ooh, light bulbs going off, thinking, holy cow, you're onto something. I bought a new map sensor. It's on the way. Nobody has them in stock. Because we think that the chemicals that I put on it, if they're not sensor safe, could have caused an issue if I'm pulling it in and out, not giving a little like what did he call it? There's a name for it. Dialectal dialectical dialectal grease, something like that. Yeah, manifold absolute pressure. Okay, there you go. See, I knew it was A for something. I just didn't know what. So he said, is it dialectical or dialectic? Anyway, dielectric. I don't know. That word you put this like just on the O-ring just to give it a little getting in there, whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully my signal's good enough. Uh, I haven't done that. He said very likely you could have damaged the map sensor, not even known it. It's pretty fragile. Dielectric. Dielectric grease. Okay, that works. So anyway, no, why would I do that? Nobody told me that. I didn't know that, and I didn't think about it. O-rings makes sense to kind of like what happened with my whole oil thing. Okay. I told him that story too. He got a hoot out of that one. So I ordered that part. That was 80 bucks because I had no choice but to order it, right? I got to figure this out. And then we start walking. I send him all the pictures that I took, and he zooms in and he's like, hippie. I was like, what? He's like, there's gaskets. And I was like, he's like, I'm pretty sure there's gaskets on your intake manifold where your diffuser connects to your EGR diffuser. It's not the EGR, connects to your manifold intake. And if you, depending on what kind of if you did a short or long block engine replacement, they don't necessarily give you all like new parts like it sounds like they do. Okay, so there's parts of engine they put in and parts of engine that don't count in that replacement. I have a feeling that the manifold was not included in that part. Darlene has them. I tried to ask for people. See for Freedom, I should send them to you as well. I'm sorry. I really appreciate you guys. If you're just joining us, this is my truck saga with this lovely eco diesel that I bought in 2022. Don't buy it. Okay. If you feel so led to give and help us out with well, help me. It's not him. Help me out with the funding on replacing all this stuff. And then it's $500 to freaking retag it. But I don't want to do any of that without getting her right as she can be. So anyway, long story short, I have to order. I have to order the intake manifold. I should show you the pictures. It looks so bad. You guys would be like, "Whoa." You ever burnt a candle and put something over it and you see all that black soot and the little balls get on the end of your wick? Hmm. That's what my sensor looked like. That is what my uh diffuser looked like. And if you can only imagine what the intake manifold on the inside looked like. It's like somebody lit a candle in there and let all that soot build up inside of there, and all of that those little balls, the little soot, all drop down in the cylinders. I know this is above most people's pay grade. I didn't want to know about this stuff. I promise you, I don't want to know it, but I know it because mechanic Eric explained it to me so kindly about how this all works. So he thinks there's an overload when I go up a hill. That's why I'm getting that one warning. There's an overdump of fuel that makes all this transpire. The EGR system could be deleted. However, I live in an emission state, lovely Maryland. And so they check emissions every 2 years. If I delete that system, I will fail, therefore, cannot drive that vehicle in the state of Maryland. Thank you for dropping those links. God bless you, Astua. Welcome in. Um, so, long story short, maybe still pretty long story because we're 26 minutes in. Uh I'm ordering a new manifold intake gasket. It's just a big old kind of heavy duty O-ring, but it's a bigger one. And then I'm gonna try to take out the actual. So there's this diffuser tube. It looks like a metal thing. That's what everybody kept calling EGR on YouTube. It's not the EGR. It's the EGR diffuser, and the EGR is actually connected to this little bend in it right here. And you pull that out, and it's two like screws or two whatever they call it, bolts. I don't know. And clean that, and then there's another gasket right there. I'm gonna put all that back in. I'm gonna get all the parts. I'm gonna clean it all out again. I'm gonna put it back in. And we're gonna pray that because I didn't put this dielectric grease in there and some other things, that maybe that'll fix it. Okay, maybe that'll fix it. The other likelihood is the issue is I have a what you call a vacuum leak. So somewhere there's a break in the system or a hole in the intercooler system. The gentleman that's been working with my truck just this past weekend in West Virginia is willing to help me navigate this stuff in physicality where Eric the mechanic doesn't live very close at all. Okay. He lives way over there in maybe the middle of the country, up north. And so it's not likely that he can come fix it. So we're going to navigate this with him or with whoever else that knows diesel. Nobody else I know that knows diesels will even touch my truck without diagnosing it for at least like 2 hours. I don't want that. I want to try to fix it. Does it mean that we're going to fix it? Not necessarily. Yeah, Wisconsin. Well, I didn't want to say your state if I don't try to give out people's information. You know what I mean? I don't know where Wisconsin is in the country. I know I've been there. Like I flew there when I worked for a living. Uh so we're gonna pray that God has placed Eric in my life and been reminded by some friendly patriot that was so sincere in her heart that we can fix this. And I can't delete the EGR. And so hopefully this will buy us time. Now, the other blessing in this factor is Eric so kindly pointed out that there is a recall on the EGR system. However, my VIN number shows that that EGR system was fixed in 2019, but we got the engine replaced in 2024. So is the engine new and has that recall adjusted, or is the engine not adjusted? And there's been known fails to this recall. So tomorrow on my to-do list is to call Ram, to call Mid Valley, ask what type of install they did because I have the original paperwork, but I don't know if it goes into that nitty-gritty. This is more than I ever wanted to know. Okay, please don't think that this makes me like some. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not. I don't know. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't want to say I don't want to fix your car. I kind of like a challenge, but I like to be a lady in the house and cook dinner and all that stuff. So just, take it as you will. I'm between a rock and a hard place and have to fix what I have to fix. So anyway, that's where we are. So hopefully I said all that right, Eric, if you're still watching. I've already told Eric, like, there's no way I could thank you for all that you've done, even in just text and pictures and part numbers and suggestions. And I'm like, holy cow, you're genius. Like, I didn't even think about that. I was just totally freaking out. Barbara Shocker, welcome in, welcome in. Um, so I guess I don't want to seem not approachable. Like, I don't want some people think when females get into that dirty work that they're like, oh, they're one of them girls. I don't want one of them girls. I just You gotta do what you gotta do. If I like fixing my lawnmower the other day. Eric's like, what happened to your lawnmower? I was like, I fixed it. That's what happened. Yeah, you too. I've been a plumber. I fixed my sump pump. I fixed that pump that pumps poop up from your bottom floor to your top floor and pumps it out. Yeah, I forgot what that name is, but I fixed that too. We had a rat stuck in there in my other house like a long time ago. Yeah, YouTube is great. So, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm dealing with FedEx and my medicine shop. That doesn't sound like a good situation. So, if the Lord is oh, and so ultimately, once we fix all of these things, we'll go do a smoke test. The smoke test will show if there's a vacuum leak. There is a workaround for that. Um, Meaning I can spray choke cleaner or something like that in there and like around like turbo and an intercooler. Hold on 1 minute, you guys. But this guy, I text this gentleman in West Virginia, I won't give his name. And he's a friend of a friend, and him and his wife, he has a shop there, a lift. I could actually see the underside of my truck. Um, and I saw the leak that's happening. Oh, no way. Facebook is always quitting nowadays. Amen, Midwest. I agree. Yeah, right, Maggie Mags. That's how I feel about it. Like somebody I was talking to was like, "So you work on vehicles?" I'm like, "No, not for a living, but I mean, if somebody's going to pay me to change their oil, I'll get down and get dirty. Let's go." Um, so, uh, all of that to say, there's also a leak. It's not a major leak. But he just said, "Watch your fluids. I know my coolant's low." Jerry, God bless you. Hello, hello, hello. Um, That's okay, Jerry. You know how I feel. My mods are my mods. If they're here, they're here. If they're not, they're not. That is okay. Everybody has a life. I'm okay with that. Um, that's weird. Is it really doing that for people? I hope not. I'm sorry. My battery is a little low, but is anybody else having that issue? If not, I'll go get my charger real quick. Yeah, well, it takes 2 hours to mow, trim, and blow my yard. Like, make sure it's all, like, tidied up, there's no grass in the way of people, and um trim the tree back, and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. Okay, good. So my goal this week is to get the parts, put them all in. I have to talk to Mechanic, the Eric the mechanic, because I don't know if it's good to drive the truck in that mode, right? I've cleared that code, but he also had me do some what was it he had me do? Show some freeze frame data, and I actually took all the pictures. There was actually like 10 slides of pictures of data, which I don't know what any of that means. We're kind of looking for the turbo underboost situation, and the DEF not regenning is an issue as well, but we think it's kind of all ultimately linked together. So, and then I found out on top of it, it's due for an oil change. Mm. Did you ever hear the word winning? I do really well at it, okay? I'm really, really thrilled at winning. So, yeah. Uh, the guy that I was taking it to, Tammy has been such a blessing and she knows this person, and um he's actually charging me not even a third of what people would charge at a regular shop, and he's like, I'm totally game navigating an issue yesterday. Hello, everything okay? Thank you, baby. I really appreciate it. You're so cute. She looks good in red. So I said, if you're game and you can help me kind of like master the situation, um, but I think I'm gonna change the oil before I do anything else. So and coolant is low. But anyway, that's my truck saga. So if you have any questions or concerns or whatever, uh, synthetic oil. So when we change it at home, if I order the parts and I change it myself, I'm looking at about, I don't know, 80, $80, $90 for an oil change. uh, because it takes 10.5 quarts of oil, synthetic, yes, synthetic, and an oil filter. We already have the oil. Actually, got to go dump that at the AutoZone or Advance. They take it for free. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you ever have oil sitting around your house, you can take it to one of those places, and as long as it's clean, you can't have water in it. No water. You have to have it like in a complete sealed container, and they will gladly take it from you. Um, Yeah. So, yeah, I looked at we change our oil every 5,000 miles, even though that truck is listed for every 10, because we already had catastrophic engine failure. The guy at Mid Valley says do not do anything, over 5,000. I mean, obviously a once in a lifetime situation can happen, but that would be your goal, is to change it every five. So, oh, absolutely, Linda. And that's my neighbor, little girl. She's so sweet. Legend and I have been together all day. Leah has been with her dad since Thursday. um, Legend and I play. We play in Play-Doh. We play in sand. We do the alphabet. We dig in the dirt. Oh, speaking of the little guy, that's what I was getting at. So to get an oil change at a local place, you're looking at about $160. The only thing I'm not willing to do is the fuel filter. And that was another suggestion of mechanic Eric's, is that there could be a secondary fuel filter, which is why I'm getting a fuel code on there as well. So we're researching more than I ever wanted to know about a truck. I promise you guys that. Okay. Uh, don't please. Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's a truck saga, you guys. I'll tell you what, I could write a book about this truck. Maybe I should just start a YouTube channel on hippies eco diesel BS. Maybe that would work out. Um it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I think if it was the old me, I would just trade it in, but as you guys know, not only do I have all those issues, but then the truck is permanently marked. And if it's not permanently marked by We the People and Freedom Ain't Free, then it has a keyed line all the way down it. And then it has some damage from what I believe is the blinky light thing that took place in the border. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It was all for a good cause. Jericho, you have no idea how many people asked about you. I can't remember who was asking about you the other day. Um, Actually, it was people I went and visited yesterday. They know everybody. I talked to several people on the phone that knows everybody, and they were like, "Man, I hope he's doing okay. I haven't heard from him." So I'm blessed that you're in his chat, brother. You're a good guy, and everybody, you guys are so good, and the community of people have really rallied. And the messages, the texts, the phone calls I have gotten. Hey, Ren, could you bring my charger? I think it's next to my bed. Okay, thank you. And maybe an extension. Carol's in here. God bless you. Hello to everybody I haven't said hello to. As far as the J6ers, I know there's some still incarcerated, unfortunately. I know some are out and doing really well, which originally they were doing really bad, like they just weren't finding a job. Oh, that's a good question, Paramount. Um, I don't know if it's gonna reach Leah. Could you grab me an extension if you don't mind? Probably in the gray, the black near the coffee maker. In there, there should be a gray one. So the decals on the truck were put on prior to us having a. It's I'm gonna get it wrong. Hold on, I've talked about it all day. Um, it's not a clear coat. It's some kind of like wax that they put on there. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. And we that between that or something else has transpired on the top that has caused some issues. My phone is like at 5%. I didn't realize it was that low. I can't remember the daggone name of it. It's not a clear coat. It's. Oh, you're amazing. I didn't even know that was. Thank you, Leah. You're so sweet. Oh, God bless her. I thought she was gonna get me a little one. There we go. Is it plugged in? Oh yeah. No. Hold on, you guys. Oh yeah, she's plugged in. Okay, great. Sorry about that. So yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another. Yes, thank you, Tara. I don't know why I was drawing a complete blank on the whole ceramic. So we had the decals put on and then had the ceramic coating put on. Not the smartest choice. But either way, she has engine issues, and I am not a liar. Uh, I wish you guys could see the sunset behind us. I will tell you, as city as we live, or I live, and Legend lives, and Leah lives, the sunsets here. If there were no trees and no structure in front of me, it could make you cry. It's absolutely looks painted. It's absolutely stunning. So anyway, uh, yeah. So not the most tradable situation. And for those in the back that want to know, I owe $19,000 on that bad boy. Not including the 16, $17,000 that I put in a new engine, not including all the I want to say at this point we're probably at least $1,200 in parts, maybe. That's a rough estimate. Like that's CV axle, that's brakes, that's a new caliper, that's I don't know. It is what it is. What do you do? I'm not at 19,000, so I guess I got to keep buying parts. I don't know what to say. Uh And if you add 19 to 17, yeah, we got a ways to go. Okay. Yeah, it was I wish I could let me see if I can remember how to turn the camera around. Hold on, let me I don't remember how to turn the camera around. Uh Edit? No. Maybe it's somewhere up here. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Do you guys see that? So that's I mean, it's a lot orange in the camera, but, like, me looking at it, there's pinks and purples and blues and, uh, just absolutely God's beautiful, beautiful world. And then over there's some pink. So, absolutely stunning. Oh, so anyway, yeah, uh, that's Truck Saga. Imma write a book one day on that, just on the truck. Why not? Yeah, the it's very rarely not pretty right here. In fact, those pink lines are what was looking orange is wrapped all the way around. I guarantee it. It's phenomenal. Um, so yeah, so that's where we are, you guys. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I spent 80, 23, and I think the other gasket, I haven't looked at the EGR gasket itself, but um the intake manifold gasket was like $23. I could buy a whole kit for 4. Um, oh, DGS, I hear you. I mean, that's what happened to us. We were driving and Legend was just born and we were going to see my kids and the whole engine failed literally as we were driving down 70. And if anybody knows 70 in Maryland, you're doing about 75 to 80 miles an hour. And it went from 80 to nothing. Okay, not to like a halt, but quickly stopped functioning and we had to get to a safe spot. Okay. Thank God D is the driver and the capable person that he is. Uh, because if it hadn't been that, if I had been driving, the outcome could have been very different. Um, and that's the truth. D is a very skilled driver. I don't ever doubt that about him at all. So, um, he's very capable. Kathy, I hear you. My mom always said, God will only give you what you can handle. That is true, but sometimes the storms are very dark. And sometimes you don't necessarily believe that. If I wasn't where I am with my faith and with God, I would tell you that I wouldn't believe that. But I've had enough people in my life, and the sky is so phenomenal, you guys. Enough people in my life that are mentors that are God fearing and loving people that have continued to help me grow as a person and have never left my side, even when I swayed the furthest. Okay, they're good, good people. And I truly believe Jesus is at work, and, he's never gonna let me down. His plan is great, and it's always for the better purpose. We may not understand it, and we may not get it, and we might be angry, with him. No, the person that just texted me, the answer is no, that's not who that is. But I appreciate you asking, and I'll send you a message as soon as we're done, I promise. Um I'm here to tell you guys I am 100% a walking testimony of God's goodness because I should not be where I am today. I should not have the love and compassion and the supporters that I do. I don't deserve it. I'm a sinner, like sinners that you've never seen, okay? And maybe you have, but I'm going to tell you like it is. There is nothing I'm going to deny to you that is I am a walking living, breathing testimony to God's grace, mercy, and love. And I will never discount him again in my life. Nothing will ever come between me and him. He is everything to me. So, yeah, we're all 100% we're all sinners, but sometimes you dig a bigger hole than others and you just don't think you could ever get out, and you should never like, you can never step foot in church again. That's not true. I'm here to tell you, if I can step foot in church, you can step foot in church. I promise you. There's nothing you've done that will turn him away from you. As long as your heart says that you love him and that you are willing to change and that you're gonna give it all it takes. That's the truth. You have to be willing to be repent and say you're sorry and make amends and pick up the pieces. I wish the camera would show you the justice that this sunset is. Holy mackerel. I mean, it's absolutely this phone is not even doing it. There's so many colors in that view and it wraps all the way around. It's so pretty. That's God's way of saying everything's gonna be just fine. I am sweating, you guys. It's a little humid out here. I can even see it through the trees over there. And Ridgeline and I've been talking, and we send each other different things, and she's been sending me the daily thing from the Bible app, and it's so on point. He never fails you, I promise you guys. Today, church was just absolutely beautiful. Um, oh, Ridgeline, you know what? I haven't been rebaptized myself, and I am next weekend actually. There's a big one going on with my church that I was going to with my mom in Carroll County. So that's all I'll say because don't need extras in that fashion. That's right. And you know what? Let me tell you something. The Book of James. If you guys have not read the Book of James or heard the Book of James, woo, mm, it's a good one. Kentucky's in here. Well, if she's in here, God bless you. I'm sorry I missed you. Um, yeah, Kentucky, you're another one that would probably know all about my truck. My, how does she's giving it to me, let me tell you. So, yeah. D. McLean, God bless you, God bless you. So I told my daughter I was only going to be live for about an hour. Legend's probably ready for bed as I see him peeping his little brain out. Hello, little buddy. What do you got? A fire truck. Hello. It's a big fire truck. It's a medium fire truck. It's a big one today. Okay, guys, it's a big one. You show them. Come show them your fire truck. Oh man, look at this fire truck, you guys. Wee woo, wee woo. Man, lights and sirens. Here we go. So, okay, can you bring them to me? Do you want your bubble? I don't think your bubble maker is going to work. It kind of stayed out in the rain unexpectedly. Okay. You say please, Mama. Okay, please, Mama. Can I blow bubbles? Sure, you can blow bubbles, Bubba. Oh, Mommy's turn. Okay. Oh man, bubbles. Your turn? Okay. Oh, you did it. Oh, and Lily did it. Yay, we're blowing bubbles. Yeah, so Kentucky, that truck is, man, she's giving it to me, let me just tell you. I didn't even think about reaching out to you. Whoa, it got in your eyeballs. Yeah, go ahead. Can Lily have a turn? Where is he? Hey, yeah, that's his spot right there. Okay, let's put it down so it doesn't spill, Bubba. Okay, help, help, help. It's stuck. Okay. All right, guys. So if you haven't watched me about the whole truck saga and the whole thing, go ahead and rewind and replay. I have people in place. Kentucky, maybe I'll touch base with you and see if you have any ideas. Um, she's drivable for a limited amount of time and not up big hills. So I can't go west or can't, I'm kind of limited. I got to stay in my area because she can handle this area, but she can't handle too much more. 81 and 70 aren't her friends. Um, So I'm so blessed you guys have joined me. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for everybody that's helped in various ways, whether it's text, phone calls, ideas on how to have avenues of finances. I literally have had oodles of phone calls just in the last couple of days with ideas that I think are actually really doable. Um, and so, what a blessing that is. God works, you guys. If you put all your faith and you believe in truly Him and only Him and the miracle of all miracle workers, then I promise you, He will never let you down, even when you don't necessarily get your way. It's not His way, it's for the greater good and the greater plan. And you just have to have faith and trust that He knows better than you. We tend to get in the way. Okay. We like to have things the way we want them, and we forget that He's the one in charge. And so sometimes you have to kind of discipline us to get us to understand his way is the way and his plan is the best plan. And he has something great in store with you if you just hush and be still. Okay. That's a hard one. You have to be still and listen. And I try to do that every day now. It's like I just try to not just verbally talk to him, but just sit and listen to hear what he's calling me to do. Yes, hugs to your Papa, Papa Kentucky. That's why we do not pick it up. I've told you that before. We're not going to pick it up anymore. You have to put it down on the ground so you can take it and blow bubbles. Okay. So I'll just close out in prayer in the Lord's Prayer, if you guys don't mind. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. That's all you have to say. That's the Lord's Prayer, you guys. And I'm so thankful for all the blessings I've had, all the avenues of people that have reached out to me. You all are amazing. Whether you've donated $1 or you've donated your time or anything like that. Do you know what pay attention means, by the way? You pay attention. Means you're paying your time to give attention to somebody. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Legend is about done and trying to climb over the deck right now. So be blessed. Follow the Lord. He'll never lead you astray, and never doubt yourself. And when you do, go to the Bible and start looking up verses. And I promise you, He will lead you back on the right path. So be good. Love you guys. There's nothing you can do about it. Um, and until we talk again.